Hello and welcome to Snack Decisions, the show where I help you make good snack decisions. On today's episode, we're starting something new that I hope I'm able to complete in relatively short order. It is the 30th anniversary of the Smashing Pumpkins' Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness, which came out at sometime in late October 1995. So the celebration is now reaching a peak. I've been getting ads for this stuff the whole time. For a while now. This is the Vosges chocolate collaboration with the Smashing Pumpkins. It is their 1979 chocolate bar. I'll be honest, I have other video of this packaging because me holding it up over there does not do it justice. It is dark chocolate with marshmallow pretzel crunch, and it is fully vegan. 72% dark chocolate with pretzels, vegan marshmallows, and a delicate rice crunch, according to them. Now, obviously, Mellon Collie, 30th anniversary, 1979, what this bar is named after, is the second single off the album. It was released on January 23rd of 1996. Peaked at number 12 on the Billboard 200 and number 1 on what is now the alternative airplay, but back then was the modern rock tracks. It was the second single off Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness behind Bullet with Butterfly Wings. I remember that one coming out in the, I believe, summer of 1995. Maybe it was the fall. That was a big, big deal. I vividly remember that. Same thing with the video. The video was crazy, all over the place on MTV at the time. I believe it won an award at MTV along with their Tonight Tonight video, but we'll get to that one later. There's a chocolate bar for that one as well. Vosges Chocolate opened in Chicago in 1998 by Katrina Markoff. She is also the founder of Violet Flame Chocolate. They currently have 3 locations. 2 of them are inside O'Hare Airport. That would be in Terminals 1 and 3 if you want to pick it up. They also have their Chocolate Temple Boutique in Roscoe Village. It is also where they make the chocolate. It is... I was at their Armitage store before they closed it pre-COVID. That was relatively small compared to this place. This place has a fair amount of retail space, but then they have a ton of, it looks like they have a place to, have chocolate samples or pairings on the side. There's also an installation, which I will get to very shortly for this. But yeah, they are collaborating with the Smashing Pumpkins on 3 chocolate bars. This is the first one. This is right now the only one they have. The other 2 are on their way, I hope, so I can get my hands on them and try pairing them. So yes, once again, here's the packaging. As I'm opening this, I will show a video a little bit more in depth of how elegant this packaging is. It is very easy to open at first, honestly. You just open up the top box right here, and the chocolate bar slides out, and the chocolate bar is in another package. You can see clearly they just kind of like threw pretzel and vegan marshmallow on the dark chocolate bar. Yes, but if you do go to the Vosges Chocolate Temple Boutique, in the back they have an installation for all 3 of the chocolate bars, so each one has a unique little designed area where you can walk through and kind of experience kind of what the song meant, I guess, or what the song represents. 1979 had a very fake faux wood basement vibe with a vinyl record player and a chair and some magazines. It's just nice and immersive, honestly. If you do get a chance, go over there, check it out. It's in the back. It doesn't take long, honestly, probably 10 or 15 minutes to go through all 3 of them, honestly. Okay, the interior package opens easily enough, honestly, so that's good. Now, packaging on this, it's easy to get at. You can put it back in the box, and you can kind of reseal it. The bar is not totally big, so I don't know how many times you're going to need to reseal it, but you can if you need to. This front is unbelievably amazing and really does bring out the Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness vibes. So packaging gets a 5 on this. Very, very nice. Very, very, very special. I cracked a third off. I had a little marshmallow stickiness, but there you go. That's the third I'm going to be having. This is obviously a boutique chocolate place, so you know you're going to get a quality chocolate out of it, and this is no exception. That dark chocolate it's a little bit bitter, not terribly ashy. I know I've had dark chocolate, 90% pure chocolate or whatever the heck it was. it started to taste ashy. This one, a little bit of it, but not a ton. It is mostly like a bitter finish. There is a kind of a sweet milk chocolate component, very small. I don't even know if there's milk chocolate or milk in this. Probably not because it's vegan. I'm an idiot. But it does have that. It comes off with a little bit of a sweet chocolate note as well. When I hit the vegan marshmallow, it just added obviously some vanilla and some sweetness to things. The pretzel added some crunch, although the pretzel itself wasn't the crispest crispest pretzel I've ever had. It's I would say a little bit on the soggy side, but not terribly so that you're not getting any crunch. But it is obviously was mixed in with the dark chocolate in here. I am still tasting the dark chocolate. It is definitely a good thing. I like that a lot. Ranking the taste on this is kind of difficult. I wish I honestly had all three of them because I could do a full ranking on this. And this honestly, I might change this in another episode when I try the other ones. Yeah, this one's really damn good, honestly. That dark. If you like dark chocolate, if you do not like dark chocolate, don't even bother with any of these. You are not going to like this. It is definitely not as sweet as a Hershey's or anything mass produced like that, but the flavor does stay with you. That dark bitter chocolate is definitely hanging around there. I'm still even getting some of that vegan marshmallow in there as well. A little bit of the vanilla is hanging around. Yeah, I have to give this 5 stars for taste right now. I will definitely rank all three of them when I have them. The other ones this one sounded very straightforward. The other ones are a little bit more ambitious, and I obviously will talk about them when I get to them. Price. This thing is $10 a bar. The bar is not terribly huge, but you are getting an amazing packaging and a quality chocolate bar. Now, this is not something you just scarf down, obviously, even though I'm probably going to do that anyway. That's how good it is. But yeah, it is. I think it was $11 after tax on that. You are, again, it's a boutique chocolate place. You are getting a good chocolate out of it. I'll give it 4 stars on value there. Not quite 5, maybe if it was under 10. But you're getting a quality product, you're getting a quality chocolate, you're getting a quality packaging. I understand the $11 charge, and probably who knows what with the Smashing Pumpkins rights and everything that might be factoring into that as well. Let's head on over to the snack bar and pair it with something. Now, this brewery was not, unfortunately, open in 1979. Few were. But it is Maplewood's Morbidly Obese Pug Chocolate Mousse. It is an imperial stout. I'm 10% ABV. I don't know if they actually put chocolate mousse in here or just a ton of chocolate. I wasn't able to find that out. But Maplewood Brewing opened in 2014 by Adam Cieslik, Art and Paul Megalis, and Kevin Hull in Chicago. They started out as Mercenary, but had to change their name because there was another brewery that had Mercenary as a beer. Their lounge, which is their tap room, opened in 2017. They initially had food next door. That place closed. They lost the food, and they just recently brought back the food. I want to say I think it was earlier this year they brought back the food. And because of that food, they received a Banshee Award for Culinary Excellence nomination for Best Neighborhood Restaurant. Those awards are going to be given out next year, but they are nominated. So yeah, it is the burger is definitely very, very, very good. It kind of smash burgers, really good, honestly, salty. Jalapenos, nice little kick. Definitely recommended to go there for that. They are also expanding to Glen Ellen next year, sometime in 2026. They bought a closed brewery and are moving in there. So yeah, definitely even more Maplewood. Maplewood seems to be everywhere right now, and they will be even more so now. So this Morbidly Obese Pug is brewed every year for their Pug Day event that they have in October. It's sometime in October. It keeps changing. This year it was on a Saturday. Typically it was on a Monday, but maybe it's going to be a Saturday thing now. The adjuncts change every year. I know they did a salted caramel. They did a couple other ones. This one happens to be chocolate mousse. And this is just an imperial version or an imperial stout version of their Fat Pug Oatmeal Stout. The Fat Pug Oatmeal Stout is a multiple award winner at GABF and other places. It is a quality beer. It's probably their best known beer. That poured thick. And it looks like a stout, as you can see there. It's just dark with a very thin layer of head. Not much to describe on that area. Well, yeah, if you like sweet chocolate, this is going to be interesting with the 70% dark, 72% dark chocolate on the chocolate bar. Yeah, this is just chocolate, like sweet chocolate mousse, like pudding. Yeah, this almost smells like those Jell-O pudding things. You can almost smell the skin after leaving it out for a while. I hope it doesn't do that. I really hope it doesn't do that. But yeah, that is all I get. There might be a little roast from the Imperial Stout, but it's all chocolate mousse all the time. Yeah, that's all I get. All I get. Definitely a full, thick mouthfeel, which, again, for 10% you're expecting. That's a good thing. It doesn't sit on the tongue too heavy. It is carbed well enough so that it does move on. And there is a very small amount of very light bitterness on there, which is good because it tastes like chocolate. It tastes like chocolate mousse. They nailed that aspect of it in the spades. That's pretty much all you're going to get outside of some of that. Maybe it's a roast bitterness as opposed to a hop bitterness, but there is a little bit of that there. But this is meant to be decadent, and it doesn't come off as terribly sweet. I've had much sweeter beers, but because of that roast finish, I think that whatever that little roast is coming in there, it is not finishing sweet. It is something I can easily enjoy a 16-ounce can of over a period of time. Now, rating this for taste is going to be interesting because it says chocolate mousse and it pretty much delivers on that. And that's usually my big bugaboo is when I see one of these, I'm like, well, it doesn't taste like chocolate. And usually I knock it down a little bit because I'm like, well, I was expecting chocolate mousse. You put it on the can. This delivers on that. I appreciate the roast character on the end. I kind of wish there was something more than just straight chocolate mousse, but that's what the can says. So now I'm wrestling with this. Do I give it 5 stars for saying what it's going to be on the can and then delivering on it? Or do I give it 4 stars for not being a little bit more complex? I'm going to go with the can on this. It says chocolate mousse. It's hitting me with chocolate mousse. There's really not much else going on. Again, outside of a little bit of a roast, which is helping things here. So I have to give this 5 stars. It is delivering. If I expected chocolate mousse on this beer, I am getting it. 5 stars on that. I am very, very interested to see how this sweet chocolate mousse beer with a little roast plays with the dark chocolate. So obviously I am a chocolate fan. So when pairing a dark chocolate with a chocolate mousse beer, yeah. It thankfully does not go too sweet. The roast character from the beer and obviously the dark chocolate, the bitter dark chocolate from the bar itself really keeps the sweetness in check. You are getting sweetness from if you get a marshmallow from the candy bar or if you get whatever you get from the chocolate mousse in the beer. Those are the only 2 sweet things coming out and playing here. As for the pairing, it's kind of interesting because when they all melded together, it was kind of like a double chocolate bar almost. But the chocolate mousse, the Morbidly Obese Pug chocolate mousse, kind of left relatively fast compared to the chocolate bar, and then it was the dark chocolate really taking over. So when I had both in my mouth, it was kind of like, ooh, you get the sweet chocolate and you get the bitter chocolate. This is kind of nice and interesting. If you got a marshmallow, some vanilla, if you got obviously the pretzel, it was a little crunch coming in, adding a little bit more of a texture to the whole thing in your mouth. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. But again, now the only thing that I am tasting is still that dark chocolate from the chocolate bar. That is hanging around, and it's one of those things where there's one of those squares left, and I want to save some for my wife, and I'm really tempted to just go in and eat it right now. But the pairing does work remarkably well. I don't know if it's elevating anything, though. So I'm going to give the pairing a 4. I was tempted to give it a 5, but I'm going to give it a 4. It really works well. Again, this totally level of chocolate. If you are not a chocolate fan, you are not going to like this at all. If you do like chocolate, bottoms up, get going. You're going to love this. Yeah, it was just like a two. Two. I think I've heard three different chocolates one time. Triple chocolate. I don't know. Double chocolate. This is like a double chocolate cookie or something. Yeah, that's probably the closest explanation of it with marshmallows in it. Honestly, really damn good. I am very, very excited to see what they do with the other two candy bars that Vosges is going to be releasing. One for Zero, which was the third single off of Mellon Collie, and Tonight, which was the fourth. So I'm hoping to do those in the coming weeks, as long as I get my hands on them. If I don't, I will do them whenever I get my hands on them, honestly. But thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, shoot me an email, snackdecisions@gmail.com. I'm having fun doing this, honestly, and I hope you're having fun watching. Until next time, make good snack decisions.